No physical location will be provided for these particular meetings. Instead, we will be live streaming from remote locations. As a reminder for everyone on today's call, we've muted everybody's mics except for commission members. We would request that everyone joining us today, please keep your microphone or phone muted until you are called upon to speak. This will help us minimize distractions, make sure everybody can hear, and hopefully get us out at a reasonable hour. As instructed in the agenda, those who called or emailed in advance to let us know your name, contact number, and agenda item that you wish to speak about will be recognized first. Before the commission votes on each item, I will ask if any members of the public wish to speak, and anybody speaking will be given 3 minutes to relay whatever information they may have. Since you are muted, when I call on you, please unmute yourself. On a phone, you'll press *6, state your name and address for the record. That is extremely important. And on your desktop or laptop, you'll hover your cursor over the microphone icon to remove the red line. Again, please indicate your name and address when you are speaking. If we do lose connections for this particular meeting, the meeting will be stopped. We will reconvene once the connection is restored. If we're unable to restore within 30 minutes, any remaining items for consideration will be continued to the next regularly scheduled Historic Preservation Commission meeting, which takes place on Wednesday, November 4th at 2 p.m. by video conference. The agenda and documents are located at agenda.okc.gov. Please select agenda on the right side of the Historic Preservation Commission meeting to see all of the items being discussed. Written comments received more than 24 hours before the meeting are posted online and were shared with commission members, and no new materials can be shared during today's meeting. So with all of that being said, Jennifer, can you please call roll?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Commissioner Fudge?
Present.
Commissioner Ryman Philippe?
Present.
Commissioner Brown?
Present.
Commissioner Meacham?
Present.
Commissioner Milner?
Present.
Commissioner Schultz?
Present.
Commissioner Zachritz? Mr. Chair, you have quorum.
Excellent. Thank you, Jennifer. Procedures for today's meetings were noted in the agenda. For the sake of time, I would ask that any participants refer to this particular section if they're unfamiliar with today's process. We'll talk a little bit about certificates of appropriateness and appeals to the Board of Adjustments. When an application has been approved and after a 10-day protest period has expired, the HP officer will mail a certificate of appropriateness to the applicant. City construction permits cannot be issued until that CA has been issued. If you need information, please contact HP staff for final design review or inspection, or to withdraw items that will not be completed. Regarding appeals to the Board of Adjustments, any person aggrieved by any decision granting or denying a CA may appeal to the Oklahoma City Board of Adjustments. All appeals shall be made within 10 days of the commission decision by filing written notice of appeal with the clerk of the Board of Adjustments. And with that being said, we could move to item number 2. Katie, do we have any news from the Office of the Historic Preservation Officer?
Nothing to report except that we anticipate Wednesday or November's meeting. Today is Wednesday. We anticipate the meeting in November to occur virtually, just as this one is. The legislation that allows us to have these meetings remotely expires on November 15th. So after that, we, if nothing else is done to continue this process and of allowing us to have virtual meetings, then we may be looking at in-person meetings starting in December, but we will keep you all informed as that proceeds.
Perfect. Thank you, Katie. We can move to item number 3, which would be approval of the minutes from the September 2nd meeting. Have my fellow commissioners had a chance to review those minutes? And if so, do we have a motion to accept or modify?
This is Joe Meacham. Make a motion to accept the minutes of the previous meeting.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
There we go.
Oh, go ahead.
Looks like we had a motion from Commissioner Meacham, a second from Commissioner Milner. All in favor? Please, I think we need to vote in prime gov on that.